Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by W Energy Drinks, Drinks for Gamers, and EAC Eldridge Air Conditioning. So we here at Barcelona, and this is our next venue for the penultimate round of what is round 9 of our Sunday League Championship from League 2. Now this is the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, but we're actually on the national layout, which is a approximately 1.8 mile clockwise circuit. So this is essentially the Indy circuit of the Barcelona GP layout. So about half of the GP layout this will consist of. So going to be a little bit shorter, this one. Again, one of these ones where we don't really use it a lot in our championship. So it's good to have the odd sort of different one thrown in there now and again, but still entertaining racing here. Race 1 due to start soon, 22 laps round here for these drivers. But before we go through the grid, let's just take you through the championship standings as it is going into this one. So Brian Moncani, as I said last time out, had a good round at Lago Maggiore in Italy, and he does actually claim top spot now with 241 points, ahead of Cherry Bomb, who was top but's dropped to second place to 232, so still everything to play for there. A couple of points behind him in third is Dyson, who's now pushed himself up into third. As I say, only a couple of points in it there on 230. Motorstorm Hero in fourth is on 211, so again, not a lot in them top four at all, only 30 points difference. So it's all to play for, still at the top there. And then we've got Brian Mechanic in fifth on 195. So even he's not out of it yet. So top five, all still to play for. We've still got basically 2 rounds to go, 3 races, 2 here, and then our final endurance race in Germany at the Nordschleife 24-hour circuit. So that's going to be an interesting one as well. So I'm sure things will change between now and then. So let's get on with this grid and take you through this race 1. So here we go, as we see the drivers just coming out of the final corner here at Barcelona. We've got Motorstorm Hero in pole position, Idle 4 Gaming in second, Dyson in third, Brian Mechanic in fourth, Bluefield in fifth, Kebabman in sixth, Brian Moncani seventh, Brownie in eighth, Jabu in ninth, Captain Slow in 10th, Ruthless in 11th, and Benzo in 12th. So another great turnout for these drivers here at League 2. Going into this sector last race of the championship, or round of the championship, and away we go. You'll see what I mean by this shortened track as they come down, hit this long straight. We'll be going off to the left, right even, so around this tricky sort of off camber, pulling up, very easy to get wrong on the exit. I think everyone's through, yeah, all looking good through there. So that's well driven by the lads there, the drivers. Oh, now got a yellow flag though. Who's that? There's a yellow flag. Oh, who's the yellow flag? Oh, it's Kebabman. What happened to him then? 7th on the outside, which is a good move. Got himself through this chicane. Did he run it a bit wide? Oh no, he just hit the curb. There's no one involved at all. Just ran it a little bit hot in there. Touched that inside curb through the S's, and that spun him back, and he's going to be a long way back in 12th now behind the rest of that pack. So unfortunate start for him, front damage as well. Motorstorm Hero, meanwhile, he's getting away from this lot because they're crashing and bashing each other. Idle 4 Gaming down to 4th, so he's lost a few spots from first, hasn't he? From second, I should say. He is in second. Comes this tight hairpin, Dyson up the inside. Brian Mechanic, oh, and he goes up there as well. Good move from Brian Mechanic. So Idle 4 Gaming ran it wide, couldn't quite get it stopped. Dyson went up the inside, and Brian Mechanic took the opportunity to follow him through into third place. So Idle 4 Gaming back to 4th now, and we've got Bloomfield in 5th, Brian Moncani, our leader, championship leader, in 6th place now. Tricky through this final chicane, very easy again to get it wrong through there as it's Ruthless and Jabba goes side by side through there. Ruthless gets to 10th, a little bit of touchy-feely, but they did well through there as they come through the final corner now. But our leader, Motorstorm Hero, is off now, and he's leaving Dyson, his teammate, behind. We know Dyson does this though, doesn't he? Gets himself into, if he's not from the he was not on the front top spot at the start, then he seems to be able to make up time. I'm sure he will be on the back of his teammates soon, and that's especially he will now with Motorstorm Hero with half a second penalty. There's just come up there, so he's going to be there, isn't he, Dyson? With Brian the Mechanic going with him, on the 4 game in. Brian Moncani to 5th now, so he's made a move there up to 5th place. Maybe that was at turn 1, didn't see it happen, but I'm assuming there's a passing place down there at turn 1. Along the straight, you can get it done. But our leaders then, again, the two Team Napa cars 1 and 2 at the moment, with the penalty zone along the start and finish here. Storm Hero will take that off, and I reckon Dyson will possibly get him down at turn 1. Dyson 1:10.9, fastest lap. Dyson jinks to the outside, going to be on the outside, goes round the outside of his teammate into turn 1, and that's driving again. So team orders possibly there, although they're all fighting for the championship, aren't they? So be not. I think it's every man for themselves here at this point. Brian the Mechanic, obviously, he's oh, there's someone in the background now. Is that Brian, our leader? Is our championship leader? It is. I thought that was the Mulberry car in the background going off. What happened to him? Is it the same as what Bad Man done? Couldn't really see from there. I think it was. I think it was just into the S's again. Went a bit wide at turn 1. Bit of a lunge through past Idle 4 Gaming. Then he went back to 5th. Behind him in the S's. And on the exit, and yeah, he didn't even touch the curb, but exactly the same place as Bad Man. But just literally in the middle of the track, nothing wrong there at all, but come round on him, and he's got front damage as well. He's going to be all the way back to 10th place now, Brian, so that's not going to do his championship points any harm. Got a little bit of a lead in the point situation, but with Cherry Bomb second place, who actually is not here, is he? I've just noticed. So Cherry Bomb is actually missing this round, so he's going to be losing even more points. That's going to inspire Dyson, who's in 3rd. Be 2 points behind him, remember. Who's leading the race now, Dyson. Could get maximum points and he could throw it back to the back to the top of the championship if Brian Moncani stays where he is. He lapped 4:22 though, as Motorstorm Hero lines up Dyson now. And that start and finish turn 1 move. The inside, doesn't get it stopped. Easy to run it wide as well. Will he leave the door open up the inside? Kind of, but he's now going to be, he's on the outside, but he'll be on the inside for this next right left. Through he goes. Dyson gets it done. So, as it were, Dyson first, Motorstorm second, Brian the Mechanic still with them in 3rd. So these 3. Almost been on a rope going through at the start of this race. Not a lot between any of them at this point. Get the feeding prize. With soft tyres, remember, so there's no difference in tyre wear, tyre compound. You just get the feeding prize. Just struggling to keep up with them at the moment. The Napa drivers just seem to have a little bit more pace, it would seem, here on screen, but Mechanic won't panic yet, as the still battle goes on up here at the top between the Napa drivers, and it's a lot of respect there between these two guys, but they are fighting for that championship. So this is going to go on. This is just got a feeling this one's going to go on to the end. Now, Motorstorm Hero didn't have a particularly great round last time out. Maggiore, all sorts of things going on for him. So, you know, he's... Oh, and now Dyson's gone wide, and that's going to allow Motorstorm Hero through. Will Brian Mechanic get that opportunity to go through as well? No, he doesn't. But that was just late. That was just... quite getting right on the brakes, did he? So, Dyson down there. The... hairpin left-hander, yeah, way too late on the brakes. All that runoff there is not a problem, but that's just allowed Motorstorm an easy path through to take that lead back off him. Dyson still with that fastest lap, 1:10.8 now. Rider Mechanic, it's pulled him up back to the back of him again now because of that little mistake from Dyson. So he's back on it. He's Brian the Mechanic. Behind them, got Idle 4 Game. He's still in fourth, but he's just a little bit off. Just can't quite get it going yet, can he? To get onto the back of them three. Greenfield having a good race in fifth. Captain Slow in sixth under pressure from Brownie though. Brownie looking like he's lining something up here down at turn one. Let's have a look. See if he gets it done. Yeah, he pulls out now. Has he got enough to get up the side of Captain Slow? There you go. Does he get it stopped? Does he leave the door open? Captain Slow's going to drive around the outside, which is a good move. Because as we've seen, he's staying on the outside, he's going to be on the inside. And just like that, you get that place, or keeps that place in his case. So stays in sixth. Brownie in seventh. Brian down there in eighth. It's a little mistake. Benzo ninth. Jabba 10th. Batman in 11th. So he has made a spot on Ruthless, who must have had a moment somewhere. He's back down in 12th. So fortunate for him, whatever that was. But Brian Moncani is going to be pushing to try and get all he can out of this race. Being the leader in the championship. Although a little bit of comfort is the fact that Cherry Bomb isn't actually here. So he's not got him to worry about so much. So our leader's doing with Motorstorm Hero. He's going away now. That little battle between him and Dyson just looks like he's pulling away now, Motorstorm. And he's put in the fastest lap. So now he's 1:10.7. So he's 10th quicker than Dyson's fastest lap. That would explain why he is where he is at the moment, I guess. Comes round right-hander, takes all that curve on the outside. Ryan the Mechanic takes even more of it. I think you can get a penalty if you take too much of it. You've got to be a little bit careful, but that's okay. Just got to be a little bit careful not to take too much of that outside curve on the left. So Brian the Mechanic. Hasn't fixed the wiper issue yet, has he? But 8 with 2 rounds left. Needn't bother now, I guess. Bit late in the day to worry about that. It's not affecting him, is it? So third place for him at the moment. Idle 4 Gaming still in fourth, still not really gaining on them, but not a long way behind either. We start lap 8 of 22. Field still in fifth, so a little bit spread out here between fourth and fifth. And this battle still goes on between Captain Slow and Brownie. Captain Slow still in sixth, Brownie in seventh, and Brian Moncani is actually just getting onto the back of him. There he is. So just coming into shot. He's not far behind, so the longer these two battle, he's got a chance of getting up to sixth place here. If he's kicking up the dust from Brownie, or he's not sure if he went off there, but no, he's okay. Just kicked up his dust with the back wheel there for a second. The Motorstorm Hero, 1:10.2 now. So he just puts half a second into his fastest lap, so he is really pushing. Moncani then, as I say, it's like he's just getting onto the back of these two ahead of him. So let's see what he can do from here. And he's still obviously there in seventh. Let's go on board with Brian, shall we? In fact, let's sit in the passenger side with Brian, shall we? I say the passenger side, there's actually a seat there, but you get the gist as we come over to start. Lap 9 is the lap of the national layout here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. So down here to this tricky turn 1 on the brakes. Now you'll see how it just sort of rolls around, but you can see the camber on it, kind of uphill a little bit. There's kind of positive camber there through the S's. Take it a bit inside curve, don't take too much of this inside. Up the hill now, round just a little lift and then go, and this right-hander, that's a good exit from him and a better exit. Look at this from a run he's got on Brownie. He's going to take him. It's going to be 7th place here for Brian, surely. Comes on the outside though, going into his hairpin. Does he get it done? He does. So Brownie, did he just miss a gear? Just take it a little bit wide there. Great exit from Brian though. And that right-hander. Now he's got to chase down Captain Slow, who's in 6th place. Still Motorstorm Hero, Dyson and Bright up top. This is basically through the chicane, and again, Captain Slow just got that little bit wrong, and Brian's going to be in prime position now to take Captain Slow and get that 6th place. Just stay with Brian just to see if he gets it done down here at turn 1. There you go, out of the slip. Easily done in the end, really. Now hard on the brakes now. Does he run it wide? Don't want to run it now. There's a lot of dirt and rubber out there. Now, I believe he's still there. No, he did clear it. No, here he is, Captain Slow. I thought he was still beside. And he's lost a couple of spots there, Brian. Let's go off and let's come out of the car and just see what happened there. So, there was the move down the inside from Brian. So at this point, he's up to 6th place. Captain Slow has done this already, hasn't he? Stayed on the outside to then be on the inside. So he's still there at this point. Brian, he turned in, but Captain Slow was there, and he lost his momentum. And he got to go behind Brownie as well. So back to 8th. It's Brian right in the thick of the action here. Can't get past it, can't get it done with these, but he gets a great exit out of there, though, does Brian. It could be on for another attempt down here at Brownie, a hairpin, but Brownie's got it covered. That's the battle for 6th, 7th and 8th place. Dyson's taking the lead back off of Motorstorm Hero. Where was that done? It was done some time ago, wasn't it? Yeah, I missed it. Brian has taken that lead back off of Motorstorm Hero. Even though Motorstorm Hero is almost in the 109s now, he's got the fastest lap of a 1:10.0. So even though he's been pushing, Dyson basically 6/10 slower than him as his fastest lap. Dyson then Motorstorm Hero just a little tag up the back of his teammate, just to give him a little love tap there, just to tell him that he hasn't gone away. Dyson had a little moment on the inside curve there through the S's. Told you this battle between these two are going to be going on to the end, and that's exactly what's happening here. And Motorstorm very wide. Dyson went a little bit wide as well. Now is that penalty for Motorstorm? It is. That's what I said earlier. You can take a lot of it, but you can't take too much of it. That's half a second penalty for Motorstorm. That's exactly what Dyson wanted to see. Mechanic still there in 3rd, but just losing touch now off the back of them. But this is surely going to allow Dyson to get away further. Although there's a mistake from Dyson there. Just hits that inside curb. Really high curbs here at Barcelona. And then, for whatever reason, Motorstorm just kind of, I don't know really. He fell right the way back there. Takes off the penalty there as well. But through the chicane, it was kind of a bit messy between the two. As Brian the Mechanic now has a dive up the inside. He's going to take second off the Motorstorm Hero, and he does. If he don't run it wide, that is. Motorstorm Hero still on the inside, but Bry's got it. So Bry's up to 2nd now. Motorstorm Hero is still all behind him. It's still going on, and this fighting's going to allow Dyson to clear off up front. Motorstorm Hero has got that 2nd place again. So good battle between these two, but it's not what they want to do. They need to concentrate on in the head as Brian then goes down the inside at the hairpin, gets that done. So they're swapping places here. Every corner at the moment between Bright and Motorstorm Hero, and again, this not only is this allowing Dyson to get away, this could allow Idle 4 Gaming to get onto the back of them. There he is. It does look like he's getting closer. Easy to get it wrong through that chicane. Really high curbs on the outside and the inside. To hit one of those, which is exactly what Dyson done earlier, although it's not affecting him at the moment. He's you're going to know about it as Motorstorm Hero has another lunge down the inside of Brian the Mechanic. Good move though. Say lunge, it was a good pass. Time to perfection on the brakes. Up to 2nd spot now. He just needs to concentrate on Dyson ahead for him to see if he can get back onto the back of him. Brian the Mechanic will obviously want that 2nd place back. So all the time he's staying with Motorstorm Hero. Every chance of getting something more out of this race in the end. So let's go through there. So we know it's Dyson up top Storm in second, Brian third. Then we've got Idle 4 Gaming close behind him, 4. Winfield still in 5th place. And Brian in 6th. And Brownie, who's close, in 7th. It's Captain Slow back to 8th now. A little battle was going on, and obviously Captain Slow's come off worse out of that. Jabba is close behind as well in 9th. And Kebabman 10th. So still in 11th. Ruthless in 12th. So there's this battle doing up here between Motorstorm and Brian the Mechanic, still as it was, 2nd and 3rd. Idle 4 Gaming. Still keeping them honest at the minute. Idle 4 Gaming. They know they can't slack off. They can't, as I say, they can't afford to let Dyson go, and they can't slack off either and allow Idle 4 Gaming to get himself into the mix. But all the time, this is working to perfection for Dyson. Not only here in race 1 and for these points, but for his championship points as well. Remember, he was in 3rd place, just 2 points behind 2nd place Cherry Bomb, who's not here. So this is going to catapult him up at least to 2nd spot, if not to the top. Brian in 6th place currently, Brian Monclani that is. So certainly into 2nd place Dyson will go, going into the final round. Germany. Been a fantastic championship this one. Some quality drivers throughout the field, top to bottom. Really entertainment value as always here at the Ultimate Racing League. What you would expect. Racing and the respect between the drivers have been fantastic. But still serious business for these drivers whilst the championship's going on. Still lots of points up for grabs for everybody from the top to the bottom. No, I don't really tell you how the bottom looking in the league table, but believe me, it's all close all the way through really. They've got their own sort of battles going on at the top, middle and bottom, so all to play for everyone really. This battle, Jabber's got past Captain Slow now. Did he get that done at turn 1 maybe, because he was in 9th. He's a hairpin up the inside of Captain Slow, just ran it a little bit wide. That was a good pass from Jabber, so 8th place for him. Captain Slow just appears to be having a, I don't know, is it a car issue? Seems to have quite looked like he's got the pace at the moment, so I'm not too sure. The tyres look okay, so that wouldn't be an issue anyway. So maybe just can't quite get the rhythm. It's all about rhythm around this circuit. Small Indy National layout here. Batman in 10th, Benzo 11th, Ruthless in 12th. But really, I guess, if we go back to Motorstorm Hero, who's still in 2nd, and Bright, still spread out, isn't it? Dyson has got past Ruthless, so Ruthless is now being blue flagged for our leaders coming through. There he is, Ruthless. He's now got Motorstorm Hero behind him, but I think with 16 laps gone, just about to start 17 laps for the leaders. Just does the right thing and just stays out of the way. Clearly seeing those blue flags, but I think as it stands at the moment, with that lead that Dyson's got, it's in a good place to get another victory here in race 1. Remember, he got that double last time out as well. So he's on a bit of a roll really at the moment, isn't he? He had that little bit of time out mid-season as well. Missed a few rounds, but come back into the championship and basically just continued where he left off, and got some priceless victories there as Brian the Mechanic goes past Ruthless and Idle 4 Gaming. Ruthless staying well out of the way. get involved in any of these battles. There's big points up for grabs. Everything else really is spread out. So this could be just kind of settling down a little bit here in the race. Now, it's the last half a dozen laps. Really, it doesn't look like Brian Marcani is going to improve on that 6th at the moment, although, you know, he could possibly get 5th for Bloomfield, but of course Bloomfield will be a tough opponent to pass if he gets to the back of him. Certainly he's not going to make it easy for Brian. One small mistake, and it wasn't even a driver mistake, was it? He just let loose. It just went, didn't it? He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't hit a curb. He didn't hit the grass. Didn't miss his braking point. It just looked all good, and the car just decided it wanted to come round on him. And well, we know by now just how easy these cars are to spin. Got to be so careful on the throttle with these. So Brian then hunting down Bloomfield. What can he do? Can he at least get another place out of this race 1 before the end? He's got 4 laps to do it if he's going to. Now this is all closed up again, isn't it? Look at this. So what's happened to did Dyson have a moment somewhere? He must have, because Motorstorm Hero is now right back on. He had a massive lead, didn't he, Dyson? But either that or Motorstorm Hero is really pushed on. I mean, he's not beating his, he's not been fast in his fastest lap at 1:10.0, but certainly that gap has closed up. So a second wind here for Motorstorm Hero. What can he do? They've left Brian out in 3rd place. He's not going to be part of this little two-way battle, but teammates here still find it out. Motorstorm Hero, oh, has a look. I don't think he was going for it. Just think he wanted to make Dyson aware that he was a little bit closer than what he thought, because he's even closer now. He's Motorstorm Hero now. I'm not sure. Has Dyson got an issue with the car? Maybe. Fuel's okay, so it's not fuel saving. Tyres are okay, so I'm not too sure what the issue is here, but maybe something just isn't quite right in that Dyson car at the moment. Maybe just lost a little bit of concentration somewhere. It's allowed the Motorstorm Hero to get back on him, but he's hunting him down and he's ready to attack as they start what will be an ultimate lap here. So let's see what happens. Let's see if he makes this move at turn 1. Dyson's going to do everything he can to keep him behind him, but I think there's no way he's going to keep him there, because he's pulling out already. His Motorstorm Hero down to turn 1 to take the lead from Dyson. Still neck and neck though. He's on the inside. Switch back maybe from Dyson if he goes too wide. No, Motorstorm Hero holds his inside line there. That's good driving. Now through here, we know the cars can be a little bit, if you're not careful. All good through there. So Motorstorm Hero it is then. He's now the leader. Dyson in the second. Dyson might be too bothered. Well, he will be, because he obviously leading the race. Really want to be second, but in regards to the overall point situation, it's not going to be a disaster for him, is it? But still close here. We've still got one more lap to go. Now on the evidence I can see at the moment, it does look like Motorstorm Hero has got a lot more pace than Dyson, but you just never know. The one smallest twitch, Like Motorstorm Hero just done there. Could be the difference. So here we go then, final lap. What's going to happen? Is it going to be Motorstorm Hero? It's going to take victory. Is Dyson going to get 3 in a row? I think Motorstorm Hero looks to have just done enough to get victory here in race 1. He's flirting with that outside grass though, got to be very careful. The back wheel. So come now down to a hairpin left-hander. Nicely round there, and I think that's it. I think Motorstorm Hero may well have sealed the deal here in race 1 as they come round towards the final couple of corners into the chicane. Great race again. Looked like it was Dyson's, didn't it? Midway through that race and near the end, and Motorstorm Hero's done it. He's got through. He's going to take victory here at the circuit, the Barcelona Catalunya National. Congratulations to him. Dyson close second. Good race here between them two. Wonderful Gaming has got that 3rd place off of Brian the Mechanic. So Brian the Mechanic's had something wrong. So Idle 4, he's going to take that 3rd place for sure. Brian Mechanic must have had a moment somewhere. 3rd all the way right until the end. Gets 4th in the end though. Bloomfield will get 5th. That's a good result. Really been there pretty much all the race in 5th place. So stayed where he was. So well done to him. Brian. Only 6th for Brian. Brownie will get 7th. Well done to him. Captain Slow in 8th. And the final corner now. Close battle here. So Captain Slow in 8th. Then Kebab Man, then Jabber in 9th, sorry, then Kebab Man in 10th. Benzo will come in 11th, and Ruthless didn't get another lap in and will finish in 12th. So there's your race 1 here. Barcelona from League 2. Join me again next time for race 2. Another 22 laps around the national circuit. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.